Yeah, well, I remember. Uh, I mean, all the food we've had on our many times. I mean, we've already lost, say, the holly bush at Elstree. As soon as Paul Hussein fucked off to the Shooting Star, the holly bush was never open again. So there's practically no pubs in Elstree now. There's one on the outskirts, on the outer fringes, I think called Mops and Brooms. It was called something Axe before, but it's down this narrow country lane if you're going towards Aldenham. But I think it's classed as Elstree. But there's that Far East, that Oriental restaurant, which was a pub near traffic lights. That pub is, you remember that we see it on bus sometimes. But there's no real pubs anymore in Elstree that I know of. In the heart of Elstree. Like in London, we've already lost. We've lost the pub where you said you were probably looking at the half-time results. The Old Gate Exchange.
Bloody hell.
Remember there was that jelly deal store around the corner, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's that one that's opposite the Whitechapel bus terminus. I never got a chance to go into that Still and Star. It's now permanently closed, I think. It looked like it was a narrow pub, a really old-fashioned pub. But I never got a chance to go in it. And now the Old Gate Exchange, I think, has been made into offices. So that one's gone. So if we ever take it down again, there's one pub I like, is the Castle in East End, and there's one on Caledonian Road, O'Shea's, I think. It looks like one of these nice pubs. Well, no, we've got some nice grub out there, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know what Starling is, right? When I was going through my recent London obsession, which Gusher snapped me out of because she finds the underground a bit too busy for her liking. Well, it's not always busy, you know, sometimes it is. It was that time that we got temporarily parted at Camden Town. Because you let that bloke on with your jumper and the door shut on you.
Yeah,
But
the trouble is, it's risky not on Saturdays because that's the busiest day of the week. It's weekend, isn't it? Everyone wants to go out.
What am I doing here? You'll see.
Look at that. Face is a bit like a busted boot, but mutton dressed as lamb.
Well, that's it, Ralph, I'm afraid. It's all gone. Everything. More than everything.
Yeah, nice fish and chips we had at Red Lion. I can remember. And they're always nice chips, aren't they? And the fish is pretty much nice size. And not too bad a price.
You get a bit of bread with it, or...
Look, you had full works, you had tartar sauce, mushy peas.
Mushy peas.
Probably would have had the same at the Stage Door pub in Victoria. It looks like we may have had grub at the centre page because I don't know if we did or not. I know I had a nice chilli and something else at the White Hart on Whitechapel Road.
No, I'm not going into bankruptcy. But you intend to try and pay off your debts?
You could have had a nice Hunter's chicken at the King's Arms in Greenwich, as I had on my previous visit.
All the
But
things I've acquired during the years.
when we went to Greenwich via Canary Wharf and Docklands Light Railway,
I'm afraid you'll have to.
there was a 45-minute waiting, I think.
Which pub is that?
King's Arms,
We have to sell.
What's that in?
Greenwich.
I know it's a blow.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's a 45-minute wait. Oh, for foot's
Everything
sake.
we've come
Oh,
into,
we'll bother.
So then we thought, well, I don't know if we went for his grub first and then went to the observatory. When I was going through my pictures, sorting them out for the group,
Use it wisely. I wonder what he meant by that.
I didn't notice till I was going through them that you're in distance, there's you queuing up for your ticket.
Yes, here at the base.
That's an actual proper scene. That I've seen it before on pictures that on some of the French pages that I follow on Facebook, and that one is that's painted almost accurately to how it actually is. Le Consulat.
Care what you do. I can't read the rest, but the last word is deplore.
What does it all mean?
Use it wisely.
What else do we have, grub? Oh yeah, it's thanks to you,
Storybook
because
nonsense.
as you know, we touched on this before, like
Tequila once read, what was it?
Because they are tense.
A monkey's paw, that's what it was. I read it when I was
I wish
when you
I
insisted on going to the borough,
no.
too late.
and I mean I'm ashamed to say I never even heard of the borough, or even the borough market. Although we never went to the borough market, I never even heard of a borough called the borough. Never heard of it. Because when we got there, and I said we walked past that little alleyway, which would have said was about 2 minutes.
It's very important.
We walked into what you said on video was vineyard, or vineyard.
I'll be right
Yeah.
I said no, it's vineyard. It's two separate words. And you're taking pictures of that blue, that red brick building with the blue window frames, and I'm before I did the video, like I'm leaning against the wall in that alleyway, just looking at you gone out, thinking, what the fuck's he doing? You were walking around the place and taking pictures like a forensic detective, like a crime scene technician. I think they used that house in the Omen. That was Gregory Peck's residence.
Yeah. It's quite funny. Yeah, quite funny.
And this road where he has that crash, I think that's on a private, that's on army grounds. It's like a test track in army grounds. That there, look, it's not even road marked.
Was it the Oak Greenwich?
What?
Greenwich.
It said the Oak what?
The Oak Pub.
What?
The Oak Pub Greenwich.
Where we had,
Where we're told 45-minute wait.
no, King's Arms.
Oh, for the Oak. No, yeah.
The Oak's in Bourne Wood.
King's Arms, King's William Walk. That one.
That's it.
King's Arms. And we thought, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, because if you go up the right, but no, other end. No, streets. Right, that's there is where, like, all the main pubs and the DLR station is, and the Greenwich Market. So the Greenwich Market's round there, and we get the DLR and the Underground. So we carried on to the end. We went past the entrance to the park, and somewhere along there is the Plume of Feathers.
That label.
Well,
45-minute wait, I'm afraid.
They found him in the wreckage of his car. He'd obviously lost control. Skidding.
Well, there was
And I
that
know
day.
exactly.
Enid, this may not be the best moment to talk
Saved.
about this, but it may alleviate some of your other worries. You realize this accident makes you a rich woman.
I mean,
Rich.
the time before, I had
You were spared
an absolutely fantastic Qantas chicken.
Greenwich Tavern.
Yeah, I went to that.
I wish
It was a
you
plum of
lots
feathers where we had that curry with dollop of rice in the middle.
No, that's a
No,
coincidence.
it's no coincidence.
I think I took a picture of it.
It gave us 3 wishes.
We all two shipyards.
To wish for lots and lots of money.
Yeah, there.
Now, I'm going to wish
That
for
was used to be where they used to build all Tudor warships.
Look at it now, it's all,
So the wasteland, yeah.
it's basically, yeah, as though that.
Do you know the story of Monkey's
That's the story of the old couple.
Sparrow's pub.
Monkey's Paw, which
That's
is
where
flagged
that
as 3
the
wishes.
Pride of Isle of
They wish for
whatever
money.
was there at that
And they
point.
get the money because their son is killed in a machine.
You know, I was puzzled by that picture
You mustn't wish Ralph
at the plum of
Why
feathers.
not? But in the story, this
Because
mother wishes her son.
I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, what the fuck? What were we
Mutilated
eating?
before.
It looked like,
Careful not to make the
from
same
my
mistake.
picture, which wasn't very clear,
I shall wish
it looked like a great big dollop of mash in the middle, and some gravy with
Wish
braising
Ralph were back
steak,
as he was
like pulled steak or something.
before the accident.
Well, not pulled pork, but like little bits of steak. And it wasn't until I saw your pictures, which I probably haven't really seen properly in over a decade, I could see clearly what it was. It was their interpretation of a curry. And what I thought was mashed potato was actually rice. I don't remember if it was any good or not. It probably would have been passable. It would never have been restaurant quality.
Quickly!
No, don't look. His body was mangled.
She's beauty, isn't she, old Amber?
Mangled? It wasn't mangled. Mr. Jason
Amber.
died of a heart attack at the wheel.
If I reach this blue box, she'll come straight to me.
I wish to bring back as he was immediately before the accident. But he was already dead from a heart attack, so the accident didn't kill him.
Oh yeah, I digressed into from the King's Arms and the plume of feathers. So yeah, so you're taking pictures of the what was formerly the bunker.
The Borough Studio, yeah.
Yeah. And then you wanted to go to the Gladstone
Yeah.
on Lant Street,
Only one wish.
and I think you must have filmed me doing like a little intro. Here we are outside the Gladstone, otherwise known as the Glad, probably named after the Prime Minister. There, I'm wearing my green puffer jacket. I've got my Doncaster Rovers shirt. I've got my A to Z in my hand.
Yeah.
My camera bag over my shoulder. I mean, talk about a walking fashion disaster. It must have been that same day that we went through the feathers. Because that's where you took that picture of me. Well, no, correction. You said you were taking pictures of your pint on the table. But quite clearly is me with me 3/4 cargo pants, my grey camo cargo pants, my trainers and my white socks clearly on display. Oh no, I think you were supping London Pride.
Yeah.
But back to the Gladstone, I went there on my own once, but I'll look around on this by myself and yeah, I get it now, I get it. what he was taking pictures of. You know, I get why he wants to come here because, like me with the Who, I went all the way to Battersea, took a picture of their studio that they had for a few years. It's now a pharmacy called Battersea Fields Practice, and I got it in the end. So I went to Gladstone and I ordered one of their pies, a steak and ale pie with gravy and a dollop of mash. Oh, honestly, when we get back to London, whenever it's feasible and it's possible, you've got to have pie and mash at the Gladstone. It is magnifique. Oh, that was it, yeah. I was going for that London phase before Gusher snapped me out of it and then put me onto Cornwall, which, if it were possible and doable, I would do it. For us, you know.
Home for the Blind. Is that still standing?
Yeah, that's still there, yeah. Going to Real Streets, it's still there. I think door might change now, but it's more or less building's still the same. I was looking at online menus at the Crooked Billy and the Hand in Hand. Because remember there was a story in papers a few weeks back of some vicar who was the vicar of Ilford in Essex, and his 84-year-old Yorkshire dad turned up and his dad offered to pay for 4 portions of fish and chips.
Yeah, I read of it before.
Yeah, 54 quid.
Was he going to a restaurant?
Well, obviously they had it delivered from Chippy to house, didn't they? Anyway, so I'm looking at prices for, like, one example, fish and chips. So it seems that most of these London pubs have got this fascination for selling whatever it is, pie or fish, with triple cooked chips. At the Crooked Billet, fish and chips with, you know, mushy peas, tartar sauce, bread and whatever, is about 16 quid per person. You go 100 yards down the road to the Hand in Hand, and the both must share that little green slope in front of the pubs. Their fish and chips is 50p more. You'll go down to the Hand and Racket where I had that fantastic pie that time on a solo trip, where I took you the next time because I was raving about it. Their fish and chips is $12.99. There's still a pie up menu, but it's a bit dearer than when we were there. It's $12.99 now, whereas when we went there it was $8.99. We must have had 2 different chefs at that pub, you know. How the hell can I have a most magnificent pie with portion of mash and a bit of gravy, eating most of it, and it filled me up for the best part of the day? So when I take you there, you have peas as well. The pie fills up 2/3 of the plate. I took into mine and fried great big slabs of fucking onion in it.
Get you an extra blank.
I just wanted to tuck in and just wallop it down, the lovely gravy, the lovely meat and the pastry. But being a bit picky about if the onion was tiny chunks where you barely notice it, but not when they're like bigger than a pissing thumbnail.
I was just I just picked them out and put them to one side and then
Yeah. In hindsight, that's what I should have done.
if they're that big enough.
It was the same pie I ordered when I took you to that pub that I ordered the time before. $8.99 for a large
It's got
pie.
whiskey on the go.
The men have asked me to come and talk to you. Yes.
One of the chefs at the Crooked Billy is obviously they regularly take pictures of their food and that.
Very cold this past few nights.
And he looks like he's a tramp that's just been found up the street, given a quick shower, a quick shave, still got a beard, and slept on a chef's suit.
There's no point in staying up. You can't see anything.
I mean, what is this fascination with London where their version of a Sunday dinner is like a bloody burger stack? You seen them?
No.
Mate, well, you did. I tell you one, you said
No.
I would have the pudding on bottom so that the gravy could come down.
Yeah.
They just got this thing for doing the Sunday dinners like a fucking burger stack.
And blind people are not like people with sight. We have lost one sense, but the loss of that one sense only tends to sharpen the other. Do you know what that means? We feel things more acutely.
Got warp and look on a bit.
Food is bad, it tastes worse to us. If a room is dirty, we feel every
Towards
speck.
when he died, there's a film he did.
Across the floor, we
It is available on DVD and Blu-ray. Film in the Village, something about
Why don't you sell that
the Black Cat or something.
fuel or extra blankets?
Where he's a witch or a wizard or something.
This establishment will be handed over to you, Mr. Carter. Good morning.
That was a classic line. I was not aware, but the administration of this establishment has just been. Pills and scrub.
Dishwater. Filthy buck.
Filthy crap. I expected that was the only meal of the day, that.
That's him from K-On! Films, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad, there ain't no more. No second helping? Rations were cut, you see.
No second
Says he's doing the
helping?
best he can with prices so high.
That bloody. Look at what he's got. Jesus Christ. He's pissed off because his bottle's empty. Oh,
It's customary to knock at the door of a
Look at the size of that bowl with salad in it.
Can't you see
salad, ice cream, he's got very
Two apples.
Sunday lunch.
We get nothing but slop. I'll do the best I can for you within the limits of the budget provided for me. You eat meat and drink wine. I am the officer in charge. This isn't the bloody army. Mr. Carter. In the kingdom of the blind, even the one-eyed man is king. Shame.
So the plate was roast.
You'll be alright to charge that place then.
Oh yes. 2 apples, salad bar, ice cream, full Sunday roast. It was good.
I'd be absolutely stuffed to fucking rafters.
Yeah, but he picks in it all day, not just eat it all at once.
Well, you would. I mean, look at that time with your 2 family-sized portions of curry and rice. And on both occasions, all you left was about 7 grains of rice.
You realize it's gone midnight?
So he got 2 of this type of whiskey as well.
Doctor.
One's brandy,
What's
one's.
the doctor?
What the hell, look at that.
Woods.
2 big pots.
I can't wait till the morning. He's ill, sir. Very ill.
See, probably say with any kind of spirit, once you've got the taste for it, like I said, that first one usually is a bit harsh. But once you go over that, with that Buffalo Trace, which was on club card price at Tesco's, you get a bloody taste for it, and then even though you're not knocking it back like there's no tomorrow, but you're like,
Now and again.
yeah, and then if you feel like really cozy, but you don't feel pissed, you do find that what should last a normal person longer, you're like, it's nice, isn't it? And of course, next day you wake up with, I say, a minor headache, not like what you had other Sunday when you woke up like you've been hitting every toilet door, and you're like, how pissed last night. And I'm thinking, well, when I was speaking to you on the Saturday, which is usually at the moment, we can avoid it, we avoid it, is you seem quite sober when I last, but then when I see the video, you can see yourself, you're filling your glass again in the kitchen.
One of them blind people has been at Carol Loving as one of Jenny Grubbs' family.